How do Scandinavian narratives reflect the region's cultural and historical context? If you're curious about how the stories and histories of Scandinavia reflect the region's rich cultural and historical heritage, you're in the right place. Let's explore this fascinating topic together. Scandinavian narratives are deeply rooted in the region's complex and diverse history. From the Viking Age to modern times, these stories are influenced by the interactions between various cultures and the unique historical events that shaped the region. During the Viking Age, which spanned from the 8th to the 11th centuries, Scandinavian narratives were heavily influenced by Norse mythology. This mythology, as seen in texts like the Poetic Edda and Prose Edda, centered around gods like Odin, Thor, and Freya, and told stories of creation, battles, and the eventual apocalypse of Ragnarok. These myths were not just entertaining tales, but also carried significant cultural and spiritual meaning, reflecting the Vikings' connection to nature and their warrior culture. The Viking Age also saw extensive travel and settlement by Scandinavian tribes. Vikings invaded, traded, and intermixed with other cultures, such as the Slavs and the people of England, Ireland, and France. These interactions left a lasting impact on the languages, customs, and histories of the regions they touched. For example, the Vikings founded cities like Dublin in Ireland and left their mark on regions like Normandy in France. The Christianization of Scandinavia in the late 10th and early 11th centuries significantly altered the narrative landscape. Christianity replaced the traditional Norse religions, leading to the marginalization and persecution of pre-Christian practices. This period saw the introduction of English clergy in Norway and the adoption of Christianity as the official religion in Iceland, Denmark, and Sweden. These changes are reflected in the historical accounts and literary works of the time, which often highlighted the struggles and transformations brought about by the new faith. In the later centuries, Scandinavian narratives began to focus on nation-building and the formation of distinct national identities. The Kalmar Union, which united Denmark, Norway, and Sweden under a single monarch from 1397 to 1520, is a significant example. This union reflected the political and cultural aspirations of the region, though it ultimately dissolved due to internal conflicts and diverging interests. The idea of a shared Nordic culture became more pronounced in the 19th century, leading to the development of what is now known as the Nordic model. This model emphasizes cooperation, social welfare, and economic integration among the Nordic countries. It is reflected in the modern narratives of Scandinavian societies, which often highlight their unique blend of social cohesion and individual freedom. In summary, Scandinavian narratives are a rich tapestry of historical events, cultural influences, and social transformations. From the myths of the Viking Age to the modern-day Nordic model, these stories reflect the complex and evolving cultural and historical context of the region. They provide a window into the past, present, and future of Scandinavia, showcasing a region that is both deeply rooted in its heritage and continuously adapting to new challenges and opportunities.